OMNITRANS is stalking with light, Route 61, going westbound. Bus 2361, license 1545945. Engaging in the pattern that I've been documenting in all the images, you'll see the people of the state who are demon-possessed are engaging in the pattern of stalking with light. They're aiming light toward me. The entity is doing so while the airport, these pea-brains, these idiots, just look at the video you saw this morning. It's so ridiculous that this is why the mentally ill that are highly unintelligent, they are violent murderers and sex offenders, but they're very, very stupid. They're foolish. This is way too easy to prosecute them with the evidence given to me, but that is speaking to what is actually not funny, okay? Because they murder people, and the reason why idiots like this would get away with it is because they are murdering people. They're silencing them. Okay, they're targeting them as an entity, and they do disgusting, vile, despicable things to American citizens. They are stalking with light under the fake moon. This morning, you can see the entity stalking by commercial plane, flying and doing cartwheels, flying at a higher elevation, doing cartwheels in alignment to me, doing so while they are flying over the Emporia Place apartments, which I captured before today, but the entity is engaging in now is after they looked at, again, these are demons with a 2.5 seconds of memory, okay? Because they're mentally ill. This is what they're doing here. They're not landing anywhere. I showed you where the airport is. The entity's engaging in flying over the Emporia Place, the same apartment complex, as though they're landing right at that apartment complex. The airport is miles and miles away. And the entity, and it's also not on HOLT Boulevard. So they're not landing on the ground and then driving across Airport Road into the property of the airport. The entity is stalking, and this is stalking. So this is what they're doing, remember, at the Ontario Town Square behind the amphitheater. This is what they're doing at the Chevron. This is what they're doing when they are gang stalking behind the downtown Ontario luxury apartments, which are all in this direction. The entity is engaging in this conduct while they are flying over on this side of the street, over the El Pollo Loco and the Habit restaurant, over the subway while I'm at the grocery store, as though they're landing here, okay? This is the Aston entity, okay? They're doing so over the fake moon. These are the demons that did this as I got off of OMNITRANS on HOLT Boulevard. Beside the bus, you'll see me getting off the bus, and you'll see Southwest Airlines hovering like they're landing somewhere. They're not even near the airport, okay? OMNITRANS is stalking with light. That's what the people of the state are doing while the government is stalking, and they are mentally ill, engaging in this conduct because they're monitoring. And that's the significance of what you saw today, the fake sun remaining over me, including on the bus. While the entity is engaging in surveillance, which we are all under surveillance, all of these states in the country maintain the light source. Light sources are over you. It's not the sun. It's not the natural environment. And they are remaining over us while we are all under surveillance, okay? So while they're talking about things like the eclipse and whatnot, this is not the moon that you would see in any other state. This is the entity that's surrounding in the sky space, keeping us under surveillance, engaging in what is while the stupidity is relevant to mental illness, okay? This is P.O.C. though. It is currently 9:38 p.m. This is HOLT Boulevard. HOLT Boulevard runs east and west. They're driving in the west direction, flying in the east direction. This is psychopathic pacing. The airport does not maintain flights published online with this frequency of planes taking off nor landing. This is the entity that is stalking. And this is what they're doing at the Stater Brothers. And this is how you know that Lupe is engaged in stalking as an employee, and the people of the state are going to prison for these things. This is where the entity was stalking by helicopter, and that's also relevant to people like Lupe going to federal prison. The government's criminal conduct is serving to prosecute the terrorists who are the people of the state. This is not traffic, this is surveillance, and it's happening where you see the fake moon. This is P.O.C., and this is mentally ill. This is mentally ill behavior. That's a demon that's operating a plane, and that's a threat to national security. The Ontario International Airport is being shut down. Okay, that's P.O.C. That's not the moon in the sky, and there is no airport behind Emporia Place. P.O.C. It is currently 9:39 p.m.